I'm back situated. All right, so I did not forget about the Pat McGrath concealer. I can't find it. I must have, maybe I used it. I don't know. I have no idea where it is. Although, no, I couldn't have used it because I thought it was a new one. I have no idea, to be honest. Okay, so next up, I'm going to try to do tools. So I have 3 in both categories. So my top 3 brushes are this NARS brush. Okay, this brush makes me so happy. I don't know the name of it, but it's like, maybe it's called a highlighter brush, I think. But I use it for setting my under eye with powder. This brush, y'all, like, look, hold on. Let's see if I'm close enough. Yeah, look at that. Try to move. Look at that. Look at those bristles. This brush is amazing. This is my #1 favorite brush of all time. Now, I was actually interested enough when I was thinking about concealers. I was like, now, am I just sharing my most favorite concealers or my most used concealers? I think I'm going to say my most favorite, because if I was to put my most used, I would need to add one more, and that would be that Born This Way multifunctional or whatever concealer, because I use that a lot. Especially, like, for some reason, if I have concealer, maybe I'm having a bad day, or maybe the concealer and powder isn't mixing together, I'll throw that Born This Way concealer on top, or I'll wipe away whatever I can, throw that on top, and it'll fix, correct anything. So I do like that concealer, and I have it in 2 shades, a light one and not a dark one, but like a medium shade. Anyways, back to brushes. This is one of my favorite brushes of all time. I recently discovered it during the Sephora VIB sale, and I liked it so much I went and got a second one. I really like this brush. It's awesome. It feels nice. It's the perfect, like, the handle is the perfect size. It's so nice and sleek. It's smooth. I even love this red at the bottom. It is a sexy brush. Okay. All right. Now that I'm done with that, moving on to my next brush, which is this one size brush. I know it's a part of the Disney collection, of course, because it says that right there. But I don't remember what this brush was originally for. But I also use this brush for setting my under eye. In fact, this brush used to be my #1. It used to be my #1, and I probably would have gotten 2 of it, but I have a couple different brushes that are in similar style to this one. I don't know if I'm holding it close enough for you to see and getting out the way so it doesn't focus on me. But this is also a fluffy brush, so I can set my concealer like this to the side. I can set it like this. It doesn't matter. This is a nice brush. I've been thinking about getting that BK Beauty multifunctional double-sided brush. They just released the second one that's apparently a little bit of a smaller shape. I think it seems like it would be like this, but on one side is for dry product and one side is for wet product, so you can literally smooth out your concealer, flip the brush over, and then powder it. So I'm curious about how that goes. Like, I want to wait and see a couple more reviews first. Plus, those brushes are expensive. And I just bought a bunch of new brushes. I'm set on brushes for the next year, 5 years, okay? But that BK Beauty brush, I'll be keeping my eye out on it. Maybe next year during Black Friday sales, I can look at it. I'm on a low buy for 2025. I don't know if I've mentioned it in any of my videos or clips or anything. I don't think I have yet. That for 2025, one of my New Year's resolution is to use what I have. Yeah, I think I did mention that. I was watching this girl online, and she was talking about it. It really inspired me. And so this year, especially since I'm going to be moving and moving to a new country, all the different things, for 2025, I'm on a low buy. This is my second favorite brush. As you can tell, my under eye area is a very sensitive area, and I'm very particular on how it looks. I don't look today. First off, I'm trying out a new eyeshadow palette. I'm using that NARS concealer, and I think by far, I bought it again because I was sure I was gonna be able to make it work. And no, even with my new technique of setting it with pressed powder and then putting loose powder on top, it's not working. At least with the combination I used today. I'll see tomorrow or the day after. I'm gonna continue to use it to see if I can get it to work. But I would say that's probably the first product I've ever used from NARS that I don't like. Well, because most of the products that I use, I make sure to buy the ones that I do like. But I think that this concealer, it just slips and slides. It don't stay nowhere. So I heard somebody say that they use it for all over their face, but not under their eye. So I'm thinking what I might do is, the next time I use this concealer, use it with my Born This Way concealer. And then if that doesn't work, then I think it's not for under my eye. I'm going to have to use it like maybe in my smile lines. I don't know where I would use it. I guess maybe on my cheeks, because those are more of a drier area. I don't know. But I bought it when they had 30% off because I wanted to try it again so badly. Because I was sure I was going to be able to make it work. Tangent. Second favorite brush. And my third favorite brush is this 126. Now this is the new one because I have 2 new ones, as you guys probably saw from my shorts. One of them I'm currently using, and this brush fluffs out even more after you start using it, and it gets product in it. So it looks not as like big and fluffy, but as you start to use it, here, let me push down on it, it gets more dense. It fluffs out more. So it scared me actually when it came because it looked too compact compared to what I had before. But now that I'm using the other one, it's already started to fluff out some. So I like this brush. Third favorite brush, and this is an all over face powder brush. Okay, the next set of tools that I have are puffs. Yes, I have that Sephora puff. I bought one of them. I'm glad I only bought one because no matter what, this Beauty Blender puff is the best. I have like 4 of them because every time a Sephora sale comes up, I buy another one. This is just, nothing can beat this puff. I feel like this is the original, like, little fluffy puff. It's amazing. Next up are these one size puffs. I really like these too. I think that these are a bit softer than the Sephora one, and I like the shape. It gets right under, and this one's small, and yeah, I like the shapes of these two. So these are the 2 puff tools that I have coming up. I did get that Makeup Forever sponge. I haven't used it yet, but I feel like I'm gonna really like it. I'm gonna try it soon. That'll hopefully, we'll see what happens, but maybe it'll be in my 2025 favorites video if I do this again. Just looking at this stuff is overwhelming. There's so much stuff here, y'all. Okay, next up, y'all know this already. Eyeliner. I'll give you a second to guess what are my favorite 2 eyeliners of 2024. Yep, the Myrick's and House Labs. Yes, they are my favorite liners of 2024. And I was watching somebody and they said these are felt tins. For some reason, I thought these were brush applicators. I guess I don't know the difference because well, maybe the Myrick's is a brush. Well, but they said the House Labs was a felt. I don't know. But either way, I like them both. This is the House Labs. This is the Myrick. Now, what makes me like the House, both are very similar formulas. Let's start there. I like the applicator. Oops. Uh-oh. It's okay. I like the applicators for both of these. What makes me like them is, one, the Danessa Myricks can go on top of eyeshadow, no matter what kind of eyeshadow it is, with no problem. I like the House Labs because it's a little bit darker, but also I like the tip. But I don't think this formula can go on top of any eyeshadow or anything like that. Sometimes you might see me use the Danessa Myricks first to basically go on top of the eyeshadow to give a base, and then I'll use the House Labs on top to give it more color. So I wish, basically, if I had a perfect eyeliner, I would have this Danessa Myricks and like a jet black in the pigment. I wish it was deeper. But I like the applicator for both of them, and they both have pros and cons, but they're my favorite of 2024 eyeliners. They're very good. Okay, next up, I was gonna put mascara, but I don't feel like I have a favorite mascara until I looked over and I saw, no, this is not right. Pause. Okay, so I was looking at mascaras to try to figure out if I had a favorite mascara. And honestly, I like mascaras, but I have not found my favorite mascara. I've heard a lot of good things about the YSL one. I'm thinking about trying that one, but I haven't yet. And there's a couple of mascaras that are on my radar that I've heard about that I haven't tried. I'm looking for mascara that is not only gives me volume, but also length, and doesn't make my eyelashes fall, because I have a lot of eyelashes and they curl, they have the perfect curl. It doesn't curl too much, it's just enough. But oftentimes, for me to pack on the mascara the way I want for them to be defined enough, they don't give the length. Like there's one or the other that's missing for like almost every mascara that I've tried. But I say all that to say, I definitely found my favorite mascara primer. And this is the trial size. You wouldn't believe I had this trial size for like a year in my little mini stash. Finally used it, fell in love. And then that made me want to go and try other mascara primers, because I was like, oh, they all gotta be the same. The cheap ones, the expensive ones, nope. Lancome know what they're doing. Now, as far as the Lancome mascaras, I like the Lancome mascaras, but they're nothing to write home about. I like the Fenty mascara I have on now. It gives me volume, it gives me volume, but it does not give me the length. The Huda Beauty, same. It tries to give me length, but it's not enough. It's not what I'm looking for. Now, maybe when I return to the States, I can try a bunch of different drugstore ones, because I've heard a bunch of different feedback on some different ones that are good. So, and I think it's easier to return things when you're stateside. When you're not stateside, it's hard to return. So whatever I'm buying, I tend to buy a better quality, because I know I can't return it, basically. And I'm gonna have to be stuck with whatever I got. So, with that being said, only when I'm like home, which until the last like 2 years, I didn't go home a lot. So, but only when I'm home do I'm able to like really try and test and that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens next year. But anyways, favorite lash primer. I think it's called lash primer, not oh, it says mascara primer. Okay, that's interesting. I think that's not right. Lancome Booster. Why does it call itself a mascara? It says Mascara Lancome Paris. That's weird. Made in France. Who am I? They know what they're talking about. Anyways, this one's my favorite. I do have full size. This one's almost on. I do have full size. I did not open it yet because I opened it. If you saw one of my other videos, I opened the Dior one because I wanted to compare the two. I don't like the Dior one as much, but I bought it, so I'm going to use it. So, I will not be opening the Lancome one yet. I'm going to finish using this one and use the Dior one until I'm done with those two, and then I'll move into the Lancome. Next up, I don't know what category this Pat McGrath artistry one should fit into, but it is one of my favorite products from 2024. I figured I didn't have a mascara, so I used the Lancome lash primer, and then this artistry one. Now I like this a lot. If I want to take a shadow, it's a shadow that doesn't stick, or I want to intensify it, this literally does everything that it says. In fact, I need to put another one of these in my cart because I think I'm almost done with it. I've been using this thing for like the last 2 years and I'm still not done with it. I haven't, well, the first year, so I didn't really use it that much. It wasn't until like the last like 6 months that I've been using it a lot more, because I've been liking the sparkly eyes, and it works with everything, not just, what's this upside down? No, not just Pat McGrath lab shadows, but all the shadows it works well with. Next up, I'm gonna move on to, I need to go faster. I'm chilling. This is gonna be a long video today. Eyebrows. My two favorite eyebrow products for this year is the LYS brow product and the One Size brow product in black brown. And basically, if you see any of my videos, you know all I do is when I'm done with my face powder, I just brush this into my hairs. It doesn't do much. This just gives it a little gloss. This gives it a bit more of a fuller look because it's colored. It's colored. This is clear. I like them both equally. I definitely repurchased this already. I think this is my second or third one. I'll definitely repurchase this one again, but I do want to experiment and try a couple other ones. I got like an ABH one free. 2 free ones when I ordered from ABH. They came with 2 free mascaras and 2 free brow gels, as well as, well, before that I had purchased a Grand Lash brow thing and a Kosas one, I think, because I heard a lot about that. But if I known I was going to get 2 free ones from ABH, I wouldn't have purchased the other ones, but I didn't know that. I had bought those first and then ordered from the ABH website because they were having a better sale. Anyways, these are my 2 favorite brow products of 2024. And you see me use them a lot. I think I've explained everything. This gives hold. The LYS gives a nice hold. The One Size is like a soft hold, but it gives the pigment, so it doesn't look like it's falling, if that makes sense. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go to eye products. Let's start with liners. My 2 favorite, which you think it would be more than 2 from what you see here. My 2 favorite eyeliners of 2024 are these 2. The Urban Decay, what's the name of this? 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. You've seen me use these over and over again. You can use these over on top of your actual eyelid. You can use it for your top, is your top part of your eyelid called your waterline, your top eye waterline, or your bottom waterline? I don't know what the top of it's called, but I know the bottom is called waterline. For these, very nice. I love these products. As you can see, I have them in multiple shades. I think these are pretty self-explanatory. I don't know if I need to swatch them or not. You can see the color on there. Okay, maybe I will. So this is Whatever Black. Whatever Black. This is, what shade? Limitless Brown. And I'm gonna put this in the middle. This is Boundless Bisque, I think. That's how you pronounce that. So those are the 3 Makeup Forever shades. Okay. Next up, let's go. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 Urban Decay. Let's start with Roxy. Roxy, I'm just gonna put a line and keep it moving. Then we have Overdrive. Roxy, and then Overdrive. Roxy's the blue, green is Overdrive, and then Woodstock is the pink. Let's move on to Whiskey, which will be this brown that's right next to the pink. And then we got a navy blue, which is an Empire, which is like just gorgeous. And then I'm going to move to Corrupt, which is a brown with a glitter reflect. Next is Sabbath, darker navy blue. Next, I'm going to move to Vice, which is a purple. So you can see the Makeup Forever ones, the first 3 there, and then these are all the Urban Decay ones. Next, I'm going to move to Bourbon, which is a brown with glitter. Next, I'm going to move to Electric Empire. Haven't used this one yet. It still has a sharp tip. See, that is the Electric Empire. Okay, and then finally, Space Cowboy. And I really like this shade. It looks so nice on the eye. And so those are all the Urban Decay eyeliners that I have. The 3 Makeup Forever ones. And, whew, child, look. Y'all can't never say never did nothing for y'all. Because that right there, kind of stuff. I don't know about the rest of I don't know about the rest of this stuff no one's watching. I'm going to just try to show y'all so y'all can see. Okay. Next in the eye category, I'm going to do the, I have, what are these called? Matte Paint Pots. Matte Paint Pots. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. 7 here. And so, let me see if this is going to, if you're going to be able to see. Yeah, you can see. This is in Contemplative. Open it. I don't know if that's more helpful. Contemplative. And as you can see from the use, I use this the most. This is Art They're Peachy. Art They're Peachy. And let me open that up for you. I need to use this more. I'll pull this out. I always use that contemplative one. Next up is Groundwork. I like this one too. Don't focus on me. Focus on the... That's Groundwork. Next I have Lay and Low. Lay and Low. Ooh, I use this a lot. Just like Contemplative. I didn't realize I use this so much. So I guess this one and Contemplative I use the most. Almost at pan for these, those two. Next up is Bella Epic. Bella Epic. Ooh, I use this a good amount too. And then I have, it's Fabstract. It's Fabstract. Ooh, I use this a lot. Okay, so I guess it's Fabstract, Contemplative, and what was that? Lay and Low or something like that? Yeah, Lay and Low are the 3 most used of these. The final one that I have here, I'm just turning it to make sure it's closed. It's just black, and it's called, oh, I can't read it. I can't read it because it's black and the writing is black. So I can't actually read the name, but just it's a black, like a jet black matte paint pot, basically. So, I don't think I announced the category for these, but this matte paint pot and the Danessa Myricks color fixes are on the same level for me. Hold on, I'm just turning these paint pots to make sure they're closed, because last thing I want to do is for them to even pretend like they're about to dry out, because I like them. These are all the Danessa Myricks color fixes I have. Now, I've used all of them on my eye except for this Carrot Top. I bought this as like a summer blush. type shade, but maybe I'll use it on my eye one day. But this is the only one of the color fixes that I don't use on my eye. All the other ones I use on my eye. So I'm gonna set that one to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I have 23 here. Now I did see she just released a Vogue, but because I have all the nudes from like 6 to 13 or something. And then I have like a couple other matte colors and stuff like that. But anyways, the Vanessa Myers color fixes and the matte paint pots are on the same level for me. I put them on my eyes and then I'll dust with powder. I can leave it that way if I want, or I can add eyeshadow on top of that because these are nice. The matte paint pot and the Vanessa Myers color fixes are nice bases for other eyeshadows. And because my lids are so oily, these don't cause my shadow to move or anything. So yeah, I think these are the best like eyeshadow primers that I have. But they can also act as eyeshadow, if that makes sense. They're like eyeshadows, but primers. But then also, if you know Vanessa Myers, hers can act as, her color fixes can be liners and blushes and all over face things, basically. I use them mostly for, or strictly actually for eyeshadow bases or eyeshadows. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna sit here and swatch all these. Okay. There's a lot to swatch. How about this? If you would like me to swatch these, I can swatch these and put them in a short for you. Just comment down below like heart emoji, or yeah, just comment down below a heart emoji and I'll know that you want me to do a video with these color fixes to swatch all of them. Now I can swatch them on my arm, I can swatch them on my eyes. If you want it to be in a certain way, comment below what you would like that to be. Otherwise, if I see you comment a heart, I'm just gonna think that you're okay with me putting the 20, I think I wrote 22, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25 or 26, however many I have here. You're okay with me condensing them and putting them all in one little short video, or maybe like a part 1, part 2 short video clip, which I can just sit over my desk and swatch them on my arm. But it'll be too much today. I'm gonna maybe do 3. I'll do 3 here. I'll do one of the foils, I'll do one of the mattes, and one of the nudes. Yeah, because those are the 3 main categories that I have here. Yeah, foils, mattes, not main, 3 main. Those are the only 3 that I have here. Yeah. So I'll swatch one of each of the categories. Again, if you want me to do all of them, just comment below. So I'll do nude 11. That's what that looks like. And I'm just gonna put a dab here, and then I'm gonna use my finger in a second to smooth it out. I just want to put them on first so I don't put the product all over everywhere. The matte that I'm gonna swatch is root beer. Root beer. That's a pretty color. And then the foil that I'm gonna swatch is called Fantasy. Fantasy. Okay, so there's the nude color, the matte color, and the foil color. Maybe I need a little bit more of that foil. Oh, that's Jewel. Where's Fantasy? Uh-oh, now I'm getting this everywhere. That's what I was trying to avoid. I tried, y'all. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. So you got the, I believe this is nude 11. This is matte root beer, and then Fantasy in the foil. Okay. I have one more thing here before I take a break. And actually, I'm going to wipe my arm off. Or I tried to. Look at this, y'all. Can't get it off. I'm going to need to get some eye shadow remover. Go get that oil I got. Okay, well, I got almost all of it off. All right, so I have 4 eyeshadow palettes here for my top eyeshadow palettes of 2024. And I want to say that one of them is actually not an eyeshadow palette. It's a face and eye bronzer highlighter palette. It's called Sunstalker. It's from Fenty Beauty. And as you can see, there's plenty of use here. These are all of the bronzer shades. Oh, you know what? Why am I making this difficult? These are the bronzer shades, but they're awesome eyeshadows. They also act as great for like when I'm using my color fixes or my matte paint pots. This is a nice little palette. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know why. These were great bronzers and they worked really well on the eyes. I'm not sure why people didn't like it, but I love mine. I use it. The next palette I have here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette, and you know that I like this palette because I liked it. I went ahead and shopped because I liked it so much. I went ahead and shopped the Black Friday sale from ABH and got a couple more palettes because this palette was so nice. Now, I like this palette a lot. I used it a lot during 2024. I also, prior to my new palettes, I have the ABH Norvina Volume 5 palette, and I have the Jackie Aina palette. Everybody has that palette, though, because it's that good. It's really good. Anyways, this palette, the Fenty Beauty palette, and I have 2 more palettes here. We have the Pat McGrath Mothership Diamond of the First Water. This was the Bridgerton collaboration, and I got this one over the first one because I really wanted that blue. This blue is so nice, but so is this shade. This shade and like my 3 favorite shades here are this brown, this middle color, and this blue. I use all of them really. Like I know people, listen, I can get on such a tangent on talking about how people always talk about how much they get mad at Pat McGrath because she creates the same color stories, blah blah blah. But I still see you buying ColourPop. I still see you buying Charlotte Tilbury. I still see you buying Natasha Denona. I still see. Let's pick a brand. Pick a brand, and I'll show you a brand that keeps doing the same color stories over and over. I still see you buying Huda Beauty. Come now, I can talk too because I have like 5 of the 8 palettes she done came out with, and they all pink, red, mauve type, except for 2, and those 2 still got a bunch of pink and purples in it. So find another horse to sit on. Okay. Anyways, I like this palette a lot. I like Pat McGrath. Let me see. Did I buy any of her palettes this year? I think early in the year I was gifted. Yeah. Over the summer, one of my friends gifted me one of her quads. I did buy a new concealer from her. I bought earlier this year. You'll see coming up. I bought another under eye powder from her as well. And I think I bought like 1 or 2 lippies with a couple of the sample ones. Did I buy any eyeshadows from her this year? If I did, it was earlier in the year. I do have her quints, but I don't know if those were purchased this past spring or the winter before, like last year, like 2023 winter. I don't know if they were purchased 2023 winter or 2024 spring. I don't know, but either way, I did buy the Mothership from last year, so maybe they were purchased around that time when I bought the Mothership. Yeah, because I buy most of my Pat McGrath stuff from the Pat McGrath site because I was shipping to Orlando, and I guess maybe I don't know if there's a warehouse or something like that near, but I always got my stuff really quickly, and I didn't have any issues with shipping. In fact, one time I ordered and they sent me like I ordered during was this last year or the year before last? One of the Black Fridays. Y'all, let me tell you this story. It was I want to say it was the year before last. It was the year before last because I ordered the I think number 9 is that Moonlight Seduction. Yeah, I ordered like buy one get one or something like that. That one and another palette. I did 2 of those. So I ordered 4 palettes and maybe like a face toner and some other products, a bunch of other products. I went ham, but also it was like 40 or 45% off. It was a really good deal. Keep in mind, I only ordered 4 products. When it arrived to me, I had 8 palettes. And did I say 4 products? I mean, I ordered a bunch of products, but I only ordered 4 palettes. And they were basically buy one, get one. No, it was even less than that because it was like 2 for like $60. I was paying for 2 palettes, and the total ended up being like $60 for 2. So it was like basically I was getting for the price of 4 palettes was the price of the normal price of 1. Yeah, that's what I paid. For the price of 4 of her palettes, I only paid for the price of 1. But she sent me like 8. It's crazy. Yeah. She sent me, or her team, whoever on her team. It was like Christmas early. I ended up gifting them. They sent me like whatever the Moonlight and something else, whatever that was. I got 2 of those and then like 2 extra quads as well. So I ended up with like 6 motherships and 2 quads. 4 of those I didn't order. Yeah. So did I say that right? I ended up with 2 quads and 6 motherships. Yeah, I ended up with 2 quads and 6 motherships, but 4 of that I didn't order. I didn't order the 2 quads and I didn't order 2 of the motherships. I only ordered 4 of the motherships. Now I want to say that at the time I might have gotten an extra blush. Yeah, I think I got an extra blush, and maybe that's where the confusion was. I don't know who packed that box, but at least I got the stuff I ordered, right? Because I got the stuff I ordered and then some. And so look, I know some people have had issues with Pat McGrath shipping, but I always think to myself, a lot of us also always order around the holidays and all that other stuff. And depending on where you're located, where the warehouse is. Like, there are a bunch of different factors we have to take into consideration. Like, interesting enough, I just ordered from Vanessa Myers, and the shipping was so long. I ordered directly from the site. It was so long. But I wasn't mad at it. I still got my products. It wasn't an issue. I ended up using other. I got a ton of makeup. It ain't like I was missing anything. So, I've ordered from Charlotte Tilbury directly. Her shipping takes a long time as well. Fenty Beauty shipping doesn't take a long time. You order from Fenty Beauty, or from my experience, I ordered from Fenty Beauty over and over again directly, and they've always almost shipped out the next day or within 2 days. They did a good job shipping. Lancome shipping is horrible. It took them like a week and a half to pack and ship. It was terrible. I've only ordered from Lancome 1 time though. These other brands I'm mentioning, I've ordered from multiple times. I ordered from Vanessa Myers, Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury. I've ordered from them multiple times. But let me tell you something. This is a hill I will die on. I've never ordered from one size. Not because I didn't want to, but because they won't let me buy anything. Their website for some reason won't let me buy anything. I haven't tried recently, but like from the summer back 2 or 3 years, I would always try, and they never let me order from their website. Trifling. Anyways, yes, I've ordered from quite a few sites directly because sometimes you get better deals with going to the site. Sephora will give you 20%, but a lot of these sites will give you 30 to 45% off. At least last year they did. This year, it seemed like the most I got off from my Black Friday or Christmas deals was like, I think the most was 30% off. I didn't see anywhere that I was shopping at that was more than 30% off, unfortunately. Even Amazon had 30% off a lot of stuff. So that was nice. Anyways, I got one more eyeshadow palette, and then I'm going to need to take a break before I do lips, cheeks, face palette type stuff. The other palette I'm going to put up here is the Juvia's Place Coffee Shop. Let me show you what that looks like. There's no mirror in there, so nothing to reflect back. But it's definitely natural nude. If you know me at all, you know lately I've been wearing, or not lately, but earlier this year, spring, summer, I was rocking a lot of nude looks. And when I was rocking those looks, I was either wearing this palette or the Fenty one when I was rocking the nude looks. And then if I had any color, it was the Anastasia or the Pat McGrath. So these are my top 4 favorite eyeshadow palettes, or how I use them as eyeshadow palettes. Because again, the Fenty one it's eye and face, but I usually use it as I exclusively, and I use other stuff for my face. I prefer this as an eyeshadow palette, and it works well. It's nice, it's compact, it's sleek, it looks nice. I like my Fenty stuff. Okay, I'm taking a break. I'm putting this stuff that I've shared with you guys thus far away, back to their locations. Child, I'm so surprised I actually pulled all this stuff out. Look, when people do these yearly favorite videos, they don't tell you how much work it is. Like, I was not anticipating. Like, it was fun. It was fun going through and pulling out everything. And listen, it was fun going through everything, pulling out everything, seeing the stuff that I liked. After I started pulling out everything, I was like, wait, you have a lot of this. Wait, are you really gonna swatch all this? Wait. Famous blackouts in Guyana. Oh, I love Guyana. I will not miss blackouts. There's a generator kicking on. I'm probably gonna leave this in. I'm getting ready to take a break anyways, but I won't miss blackouts. I won't miss blackouts. Yeah, anyways. That's my little detector for carbon monoxide poison. Carbon monoxide in the air. I'll come back. I feel like just the eye stuff, that was an hour, and I'm overwhelmed looking at everything else. I'm gonna do lips next. And you know what? I might actually break these up into different videos. That might actually be easier. Do like a week of 2024 favorites to wrap up January. Good idea. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because I need to edit all of this. Yeah. Okay.